Hello sports fans and welcome back to an episode of Moose Franchise. So we are in Season 2 and we've gotten off to a terrible start. We're 5-10 and this has been pretty much as bad as it can get in the first half of this season. Because we are one of the worst teams in the league and we're in danger of going from in the championship series last year to now missing the playoffs. Because we are 5-10, there is just one team who has a worse record than us. And there's one other team, the B-Wolves, that is tied with the same amount of wins. But we need to get winning. We are currently 3.5 games out of a playoff spot, so not very good. And, yeah, we gotta get winning. So hopefully we can turn things around in this video. But we've got the Empire, game 16. And if we take a look at the next few games, we have Empire, Heaters, Freebooters, and Memo Tanks. But we gotta get winning. Empire is 9-4, Memo Tank 6-8, Freebooters are 7-7, and the Heaters are 11-3. But these games in the Western Conference, so against the Empire and Memo Tanks, going to be huge, considering we're battling with them for wildcard spots. So we are going to go and play this first game against the Empire. Here, game number 16, and hopefully we can get back on track. As far as the lineup goes, this is what the lineup's going to look like. Actually, no, it's not. We're going to bring Buck Swanner back in. I was thinking about maybe taking Rip Dingers out because he's been tense for a while and replacing him with Hanzo Magiko, who's locked in. But because Rip Dingers has that power against lefties straight and they're starting a left-handed pitcher, we're to keep him in. Although, we really need the top of our lineup to get going because Rock Casey's the only guy who's been hitting, and outside of him, we've been pretty bad. I mean, Kingsley Jones hasn't been terrible at 279, but Jada Christian is hitting 167. Casey's been great. Dingers has pretty good numbers, but he still hasn't been amazing. But overall, we just need our lineup to be a lot better. Nacho Chris has to get going. Nixon's been solid, although I would like to see more homers from him with his power. Volt Bolter hasn't really played. Stanley Johnson's been okay. And I'd like to see some more hits and homers at a Buck Swanner. But we need to get the offense going. Hopefully that happens in this game. And hopefully we can finally get back on track. And we can snap a losing streak that is several games long at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. So hopefully we can snap a 6-game losing streak against the Empire. Before we start, I did forget to adjust the ego. Last game, I believe we put an ego 72. So we'll be playing this game in ego 71 because that game we obviously lost. Down 1 for a loss, up 2 for a win. So we'll play on ego 71. And something that I also noticed on the loading screen, they have a ton of players who are not 100%. They've got 4 guys in their lineup and another guy on the bench who are all well. Now that doesn't really impact your attributes, as we see this guy with Jason Giambi. He's well, but none of his attributes are being impacted. But just something I wanted to point out. It really only impacts you if you go below well, which would be strained. But just wanted to point that out. But we got Swirly Cutstiff on the mound, and not great so far, a 9.64 ERA, but hopefully she can have a good game, and we can get the win. It's fouled off. Casey, that's over his glove, and into the gap in center. Jada Christian gets there, but a leadoff double for the Empire, not the way I wanted to start this game. So here is Dwight Evans. There's a strike. Inner right, Johnson. Oh, makes the play. Nice catch. I did not know if he'd get there. But he's able to get there. That is a big out right there, even though it's only the first shot of the game. That saves a run. That's a nice pitch. Right on the corner. Oh, no. Alright, thankful they'll take that. Now we'll try the birded slider inside. Got him! Let's go! Nice at-bat for Cutstiff. And here is Mike Piazza. He's an easy target, giving us plus 15 accuracy, so that will definitely help when Cutstiff already not the most accurate pitcher. too far outside. Swatter in. Is lifted in the air. Left field. Swanner settles under it. And he'll make the play. There we go. So we work around the leadoff double. And hopefully our offense can do something here besides make outs. And we can get some hits. Jones softly into center. That'll work. There's a hit. And we got a leadoff single here in the bottom of the first. Here is Jada Christian. Has not been very good. Obviously, I talked about her before. Hitting just 167. That one's in the air. Not great swing power. About 68, I believe it said. And that's a fly out to Andrew Jones. I mean, not the worst pitch to hit. Fastball up in the zone. Just 68 swing power. Could have been better. So here is Rock Casey. Takes way upstairs for ball one. Casey, oh man, he got under it. Pretty shallow left field towards the line. He'll make the play, but that was a good pitch to hit. Not really. I thought that was a little bit better. And his mojo, of course, goes down to walked in. There's a strike. That's low. 1-1 to Dingers. And throw to first. Kingsley Jones is in safely. Jones right back up the middle. Please get down. It won't. Or, sorry, that was Dingers. I don't know why I said Jones. But he hit that so hard. But stays up for the center fielder to put it away. Check swing there. Doesn't go. On the ground. Casey, nice diving stop. The throw to first gets him. And the mojo back up to on fire. Let's go. What a play at second base for Rock Casey. Misses outside. That one's hit into center. And a one-out single for the umpire. 97 power on the swing. Oh, no. Oh, Nacho Crisp can't get there just past his glove. And it's now first and second, one out. If we didn't have double play defense right there, he probably gets there. But obviously playing for the double play. And we are again right here. Fouled off. I'll take a strikeout too. Cutter on the hands. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Cutstiff. And now we face Fred Bobbitt, our former second baseman. Just misses. That one's hit through pretty softly. Swanner gets it in quickly, so hold him at third. But bases loaded, 2 outs for the top of the order. Not a great spot to be in. Oh, nice pitch. Let's double up on that. Checks the swing right there. Screwball away. Strike 2. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Cutstiff. And we're out of the bases loaded jam without allowing a run. That was dangerous, but we're out of it. Let's go. Oh man, how'd I miss that? That was such a good pitch to hit. Change up right down the middle, but fouled off. And now Quaker whiffs one in the air very high to center field. And he flies out to start the second. That was a pretty good one to hit. Just got under it a little bit. That's low. 1-0 to Nacho Crisp. There's a strike, but just not going to do anything with that. Outside, 2-1 to our shortstop. And down the line, that's going to be a ground out for Nacho Crisp. Here's Pedro Nixon. Strike at the knees. Nasty screwball. Fouled back to the screen. And we're behind 0-2. And Nixon hits one hard into center field. That's getting all the way to the wall. And Nixon will have himself a double. Anybody else in our team would have at least a triple. But Nixon's the slowest guy, so he'll be at second, and we'll take the 2-out hit. Brings up Buck Swiner. And that's down the line, but caught by their third baseman. And ends the inning. That's a pitch I should not be swinging at. There's a strike. Nice pitch in the corner. The double up on it. Swing and a miss. Let's come inside with the cutter. Fouled off. Just got a piece. Let's go off the plate with the screwball. Too far. Lifted in the air. Center field. Christian gonna make the play. He's got a fastball hitter. I'll try to stay away from the fastball here. That's a nice pitch. Hit on the ground, not so crisp. On to first, and there is the second out here in inning number 3. Here is Mike Piazza. That's a nice pitch in the corner. Let's go screwball off of that. It's outside. Cutter on the hands. Too high. There's a strike. See if we can get him to chase. Curveball in. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Swirly Cutstiff and a dominant third inning. Let's go. Cutstiff pitching very well for the most part. Man, I started my swing so early. What do you mean you caught that? That was practically on the ground. Oh man, what a catch. And Stallion Johnson robbed of a hit. A 2-0 here to Kingsley Jones. And he lifts one in the air, center field and deep. Center field going back, not going to get there, it's over his head. Jones at second. We're going to hold him there. That was a good throw to the cutoff guy. And he'll have a double. So here is Christian. Takes inside. 1-0. On the ground. Another out made by Christian, but at least moves the runner over to third. For Rock Casey, who's back up to on fire. Casey down the line, foul. Another first pitch changeup. Get down. It is, let's go. What a blooper into left field. Really, not even a good pitch to hit. Slider down and in, but Casey gets just enough. More on the board first. And now Dingers swings at a pitch off the plate and lifts it to center for the third out. We really need to have better plate discipline. I feel like over the past few games I've been swinging everything. Look, South Palm is at 27 pitches through 3 innings. I mean, I know we only have 4 hits. So, I mean, it's not crazy, but I feel like we need to do a better job of getting the pitch count up. The 41st pitch right here for Cutstiff. Oh, what a play. Jones. Cutstiff, nice. Kingsley Jones' mojo goes up as well. It was a really nice defensive play over there first. It was a nasty screwball to start the at-bat. And that one's tapped back to Cutstiff and another out. Here's Jose English. Screwball misses outside. Backdoor slider, swing and a miss. Misses outside. For our front door two-seamer, that's a good pitch. Swing and a miss again. We fool him. Let's go with the curveball down. Swing and a miss. Swirly Cutstiff has retired at least 6 in a row. And we go to the bottom of the 4th with a 1-0 lead. Yeah, that's another pitch I should not swing at. Especially with being an off-speed pitch. You just get 55 power on the swing. Might not even be a strike. So I gotta stop swinging at those. Another changeup. It's way inside. 1-1. That's 2-1. That's high. And Nacho Crisp grounds one to second. And he is retired as Mojo goes down. Is that tense? Yeah, another guy who's tense. Just what we need. Here's Pedro Nixon. 99 power in the swing. On another first pitch changeup. And down the line, fouled off. But another one. Yeah, that's a strike at least. That's inside. 1-2. Way upstairs. 2-2 to Nixon. Oh, man. Swing and a miss. I think I just went way too low. Yeah, not even close. And he's down on strikes. So we go to the fifth. Still up 1-0. We'd like to get some more runs for some insurance, but Cutstiff's been pitching very well. Nice diving stop by Casey. His throw to first. And that's his second diving stop. We're able to record now. I was just about to say, hopefully we didn't jinx Cutstiff, allowing a hit right after we said that. Off the end of the bat, Jones flips to Cutstiff, and there's another out. That's 8 in a row retired. First row, Cutstiff. It's outside. Misses inside. And there's a hit. The streak ends at 8 in a row retired. At least I think it was 8 in a row. But just gotta make sure they don't do anything with that. Oh no. Oh no. I missed that. Got under it too much. Johnson camps under it. And makes the play. That could have been bad. He just missed that one. And let's see what we can do in the bottom of the fifth. Front door swatter for strike one. Misses outside. Another swatter. There's a strike. Fouled off. Stays alive. 1-2. Softly hit. That is over the glove of their second baseman. And into right field. Not very hard contact, but Swanner gets a hit. His mojo is up. And here's Stallion Johnson. Johnson grounds one. That is through for another hit. Again, very soft contact, but 2 base runners on, nobody out here in the fifth. And again, we see the mojo of our hitter go up. And here's the top of the order for Kingsley Jones. Single and a double so far. Jones, get back. Good job. His mojo's back down to tense. And here's Jada Christian. Fouled off. I feel like she's been tense the entire season. It's inside. 1-1. Grounded foul. 1-2. Way upstairs. 2-2. Christian down the line. Foul again. Right on that, though. That is grounded and through. A decent arm will hold him at third. Maybe we could have beat that there, but we'll take our chances. Bases loaded, 1 out for our best hitter at the moment. Casey, oh, he just missed it. That was such a good one to hit, and he got under it. We will tag. And Swanner is safe, but man, Rock Casey could have broken that game open. Just missed it. 94 power on the swing. If we have that dot slightly higher, that's probably about 500 feet. And we're up 5-0. Oh, never mind. We're still up 5-0. Rip Dinger's way out of here. Let's go. The first pitch he sees, he sends 441 feet into left field for his 6th homer and 20th RBI of the year. Let's go. First pitch changeup again. And this time, Dingers makes him pay. Quaker takes upstairs. And Quaker hits one hard right back up the middle. And he's on base here in the fifth. Here is Nacho Crisp. And he hits one into center field. That is getting down. Wow. How did I catch the previous one, but not that one? But his mojo goes up. He finally gets a hit. So I'll take it. Nixon takes a strike on the corner. Another changeup. It's inside. 1-1. And Nixon down the line. What a play. Caught by their third baseman. And that ends the inning. But 4 runs in the 5th inning. We get some insurance. And we are now up 5-0. Going to the 6th. Let's go. And we've also got Swirly Cutstiff having maybe the best start of her career. So far, 5 scoreless. That's a really nice pitch. Cutter in. Oh, man. That just missed. Screwball fouled off. Backdoor the cutter on 3-2. Oh, no. Oh, just missed it. So a leadoff walk. A little bit below the zone. And here's Mike Piazza. That misses well. Again, just missed. Another one just misses. Done a good job throwing strikes with the cut stiff, but having a little bit of trouble here in the 6th. Fouled off again. Over at the fastball. Popped up a mile high. Casey is going to make the play. And there's the first out here in the 6th inning. There's a strike. Velocity has gone down quite a bit. Just 88 miles an hour there on the 2-seamer. Oh, no. That was hit a long way. I had a chance to rob that with Christian. Messed the jump up a little bit. But a 450-foot homer. And it's just over the wall. That's crazy. So, Cutstiff allows some runs. That just got absolutely destroyed. Fastball middle down. They did not miss it. We will keep her in. Go batter by batter. Now that it's a 3-run game. But she still pitched very well. I don't want one miss to force us to take her out right here. So we'll keep her in, at least for now. Curveball on 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Cutstiff. And here is English. Cutstiff pretty much out of stamina right now. 78 pitches. There's 79. And that one's hit hard but foul. That one's also fouled away. Curveball. On the ground, not Joe Crisp has it. And 6 innings for Swirly Cutstiff. And we're going to make a pitching change. I'm just going to wait until after the inning to see who we're going to bring in. Like, if we get more runs, maybe it's Farmhand. If we stay where it is, maybe it's Jeff Reardon or somebody like that. But we'll see exactly how things play out. But a great day for Swirly Cutstiff. 81 pitches. A quality start. 6 innings, 2 runs. Really good performance. And Swanner taps one back up the middle, and that gets through for another hit. Really hitting the ball hard today, but I'll take the results we're getting, even though we've got pretty soft contact. Johnson, right field, but pretty much right at the right fielder, Dwight Evans. Here is Kingsley Jones. Thrower to first. Jones, that's grounded through. Again, not the hardest contact in the world, but again, I'll take the hit. And we've got 2 on, 1 out here in the 6th. And again, Jada Christian comes up with an opportunity to do some damage. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Christian lifts it in the air, center field. Swanner going to try to tag. The throw gonna go to third. Swanner is there. He's safe. And here is Casey with 2 guys in scoring position. And Casey, that is through. That's gonna score 2. And rock Casey an RBI single, and we're up 7-2 here in the 6th. Another big hit for Casey. Just a great piece of hitting. And here's Rip Dingers. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at. Fastball right down the middle. And of course I swing at that one. 0-2. That's 2-0. 1-2. 2-2. That's also low. And that's hit on the ground too short for the former Moose second baseman Fred Bobbitt. And that ends the inning. But 2 more runs. We're now at 13 hits. I'll take it. And we're up by 5. It's the 7th inning. We'll put in farmhand because we've got some breathing room, but if we get in some trouble, we're going to make the pitching change. And farmhand also a starter reliever. Okay, not what I wanted right there. But he's also a starter reliever, has good stamina. Also hasn't really been used much recently, so stamina's pretty full. Hopefully we can get some innings out of him. Throw to second, not in time. Because Nixon has like one of the worst arms you've ever seen. That is hit softly to third. And Dingers only has 1 play. We'll make that at first. There's a strike. Farmhand, not really that good. Pitches don't move an insane amount. Doesn't throw very hard, but he does throw strikes. Is solid accuracy. Wouldn't necessarily call it good, but it's not terrible. Get on the ground. Not so crisp. Gonna save a run and get it out. What a play. They're probably scoring if that gets through. Another great defensive play by one of our middle infielders in this game. It's fouled off. Over at the fastball. Just missed high. Slider away. Casey, another diving stop by a middle infielder, and we end the inning. Wow. Some great defense being played in this game. And it stays 7-2. They'll go to the bullpen. Derek Lowe into the game. A starter reliever out of the bullpen. Quaker takes outside. And now a strike on the corner. That time in the other corner, it's now 1-2. Quaker hit hard too short. And he grounds out to start the 7th. Here's Nacho Crisp. Takes outside. That's high. 2-0 to Nacho Crisp. And down the line. Stay fair. It won't. And it's foul. 2-1. And that's in the air. Left center field. Hit fairly well. And that's getting down. Getting to the wall. Not so crisp. Another hit. He's got a multi-hit game. And he's got a single and a double in his last 2 at-bats. Hopefully that's the start of him getting going. Nixon takes way outside. And now he crushes one. That is absolutely destroyed. And that is way out of here. Wow. Pedro Nixon sends one an absolute mile. 478 feet. Wow. We said we wanted to see him hit more homers. And he sends one an absolute mile. And we're up 9-2. That was impressive. Swanner fouls it off. Man, not a bad pitch to hit. Hanging slider, just missed it. Now 1-2. Oh, what am I doing? That might have been the worst swing decision ever. Way out of the zone, and we strike out. Johnson takes outside. And Johnson hit it hard, but right at their second baseman. But we have now scored in 3 straight innings. 4, 2, and then 2. And we are up by 7 going to the 8th inning. It's fouled off. Jones flips to farmhand for the out. Jones is another guy who had a nice defensive play earlier in the game. That's going to get out of play. Checks the swing. Try slider off the corner. Casey is there, makes the play. Now 2 outs here in the 8th. A little outside. There's a strike. This is low. That's also going to be low. But I'll swing at that one. Try the fastball on the outside corner. And softly lined to first. Jones puts it away. And we go to the 9th. And here's Jones to lead off. And they bring Billy Wagner, their closer, here to throw the 9th, despite being down, or the 8th, despite being down by 7. That was a nasty pitch. Oh, what am I swinging at? Way behind the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And Jones now pops one up. Shallow center. And the center fielder, Andrew Jones, makes the play. Here's Jada Christian. And the stimulated trait is now activated. First time we've seen that. So she is juiced. Meaning the power, all the attributes for Jada Christian are better. Contact and fielding stay the same because she's tense right now. But that is the advantage of the stimulated trait. So let's hopefully do something. Oh man. Nice pitch in the corner. And it's 1-2. Inside 2-2. Fouled off. Still 2-2. Oh, behind the fastball. Man, it is tough to go from 100 down to 83. And back to 100. Or 99. Oh, man. Swing and a miss for Casey. Way on the slider that time. Fouls it off. 0-2. And Casey hits it hard, but right at their shortstop, Fred Bobbitt. Who's actually the guy on our team Rock Casey replaced. We signed Casey for Bobbitt. Oh, man. I did not mean to throw a pitch. But he makes the out there. But they're down to their final 3 outs. We'll keep in farmhand up by 7. I believe this is actually going to be a save for him. Throwing the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Assuming we hold on for the win, which I would like to believe we will. And there's a good start here in the 9th, getting the out. This is low. It's fouled away. That's what I was trying to do the first time. Slider is ripped foul. Over at the fastball. Fouled away. That's hit into center. Christian, oh man, if we dove, we might have been able to get there. Not think we would, but would have had a chance. But they've got a 1-out single in the 9th inning. Just as long as that's not the start of something. This one a high fly ball. Shallow center. Christian is there. Makes the play. And they're down to their final out. So here is Fred Bobbitt. That was not a good pitch. Threw it right down the middle. And he sends it right back up the middle. So 2 on, 2 out for the top of the order. The rally stopper trade does activate for farmhand. Plus 10 velocity, junk, and accuracy. With at least 2 runners on. Jones knocks it down. And he'll flip to farmhand, but it's not in time. And his mojo goes back down to tense. And that was a tough play for him to make, though. Gonna keep in farmhand. Hopefully we can get out of this. Missed low. Tap foul. And we're a strike away. Swatter outside. Checks the swing. Fastball. Fouled off. Try changeup. Below the zone. Another foul ball. Let's go back to the changeup. Another one. That's fouled off. Swatter. Full count. Fastball. Oh, no. Oh, hit it right at Jones. That ends the game. Let's go. We're out of it without allowing runs. That was not a great fastball at the end, but luckily, they hit it right at our first baseman. But a great win for us. We get back on track, 9-2. And we get 15 hits. Still could do a better job not swinging pitches that aren't... not swinging pitches that aren't strikes. But we score 9 runs. Everybody has a hit. And that is a major improvement for our team. Casey drives in 4, Dingers drives in 3, Nixon with 2. Cutstiff, a great game. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts. And Farmhand does pick up the save, going the final 3 innings. But a really good game. And we get back in the win column and snap our 6-game losing streak. Got a manager moment. Chumpton Sports Equipment has sent over some complimentary sweatbands. And there's one left who gets it. We're going to go with Reese Sandoval because Volt Bolter might not be on the team after this year because he's like 39 and could retire. We'll skip the CPU games, and we are still in last place in our division despite the win. But we're now 2.5 games out of first. So, I mean, winning the division is not even really out of the question. We've got development opportunities. Oh, Cutstiff can lose choker and get accuracy. Oh, man, that might be worth it. I hate that choker trait. Although it doesn't come into effect as much as a starter. But then maybe we can make her into a reliever, which would be great because she's quite good. Oh, man, that could be so worth it. Can't afford it yet, but it'll be here for at least 2 more games. Or 3 more games. We can buy it in 2 games. Might be worth it. We can do a couple right now, but we should probably just continue to save. And these don't look amazing. I mean, they don't look terrible, but I think I'd rather just save at the moment. The Heaters, maybe we can upset them. We got our ace on the mound, but their guy, Woody Womp, has a 1.64 ERA and a .68 whip. So it'll be tough to get hits off him. But I think we're just going to sim that game. A game that's obviously important, but not as important because it's not directly against the team we are competing with. But that lineup worked before, and hopefully it works again. Maybe we can upset the Heaters. You never know. We'll simulate this game. All right, take the lead. Oh, let's go. We hold on for the win. 4-3. The pitching staff is great. And we've now won back-to-back. And we're a game and a half back in our division, but the top 3 teams all tied at 9-9. With run differential obviously being the tiebreaker. But, I mean, we are hopefully getting back on track. Jeff Reardon switched workout routines that did not pay off. I mean, I don't really care about the guy's power. He's a pitcher, so as long as he still throws hard, I don't care. Now we got the freebooters for 8-9. Let's just check our lineup. Oh, the pitcher hits in this game. That's interesting. We face another lefty. This guy, not the greatest. A 5.03 ERA, 1.63 whip. Freebooters are 8-9. They're in the other division. We're 2 games out of a playoff spot right now. And we still got half the season to play. So, we're going to sim this. We need Rhiannon Cannon to be a lot better. An ERA of 12.67 is just not going to do it. But hopefully, we can continue to win games. Let's make it 3 in a row. There we go. Let's go. A shutout for Cannon. We've won 3 in a row. And in manager moment, two players always fighting in the dugout. It's going to be Jada Christian. She's younger, not quite as good, but she just hasn't been very good. And we don't want to have Stallion Johnson's loyalty get super low, so Buck Swanner is going to be on cleaning duty. Some more games to sim. And we are now just a game out of first place in our division. Which also means we are now just... Oh, we're still 2 out of playoff spot. But we are playing very well. Mamo Tanks, a team we are tied with. That's a pretty big game. Casey's mojo is down to locked in. Let's just check the rest of our team. Alright, still some guys who are tense. Christian finally up to neutral mojo. Christian's up to 208, so definitely started to hit a little bit. But looking pretty good. Next few games. Memo Tanks, Platypi, Wide Woads, Sirloins. Back-to-back against Sirloins. A divisional opponent, those are 2 big games. Especially being one of those teams ahead of us. But the Platypi, they're 10-8 in the Eastern Conference. Memo Tanks up to 8-10 in our conference. And the Wide Woads, they're terrible. We should beat them by a lot. But we have a great few games. We win 3 in a row, get back on track. The offense has a good game, and then the pitching staff really good in all 3 games. We allow 5 runs in the 3 games combined. And we are definitely headed in the right direction. We'll check the news tab. The Sandcats signed Madeline Ortiz, replacing Freddie Knox. Development opportunity. Buck Swiner is wanting to stop and smell the flowers, so his speed goes down by 3 from a 66 to a 63. But nothing too major. I also just want to check some of our stats. I know we've looked at them, but I really want to just take a look at them for a second now that we are over halfway through this season. Definitely a lot more realistic batting averages. If we compare to last year, everyone was hitting like 500. Not quite, but still really good. So I'm glad to see it's more realistic. I mean, Casey is hitting 405. That's just because he's absurdly good. So I'm glad to see he's doing well. And everyone else has started to hit a little bit. Jones near 300. Christian back over 200. Dinger's pretty good. Quaker's at 263. Nacho Crisp up to 235. Nixon's at 300. Swiner's hitting a little bit. Johnson's still nothing amazing. Roman Rhodes actually been great in limited at-bats. Maybe he should be playing over Pedro Nixon. I love Pedro Nixon, but Rhodes is the better defender, and he's got more at-bats than Pedro Nixon, and he's got the better batting average. So maybe we do give him the starting catcher job, but I'll think about that one. And then the rest of these guys, they just don't really hit. Although Charlie Best is 1 for 1. And then we look at our pitching stats. Jared Payne's been great. Cannon's ERA is still really bad, but that last start definitely helps. Strikes has been great. Cutstiff was okay. Obviously, really good in the game we just played in. Farmhand's been decent. Best, honestly, not the greatest when you compare to what he did. Last year wasn't even that great. 392. But not the greatest when you compare how good he should be, considering he's one of the best relievers in the game. But overall, our bullpen has been solid. But that is what these stats look like for the team through 18 games. But that is where I'm going to end this video. A huge 3 wins for us. We get back on track. We're now 8-10 on the year, and we're 2 games out of a playoff spot. And we're definitely going in the right direction. But that is where I'm going to end this video. Some big wins for us. We're now 8-10. And I just pulled up the standings from last year. We went 19-13 last year, so only can lose 3 more games to match that record. And last year you needed to be 18-14 to make the playoffs. But hopefully we can get there and make the playoffs. as far as the standings look, I know we've checked them out a million times in this video. But looks like you do need to be a little bit better than 500, at least now. Man, the Empire is 11-5. That's kind of crazy. It seems to be a wildcard team. But it does seem like the Legend Division is just way better than all of the other divisions. I mean, their worst team is 8-10, which is what we are. Our division doesn't have a team over 500. And the other teams have some teams over 500 and that are quite good, but they've also got some teams who are not so good, like the Wide Wolves and Beowulfs. But some big wins for us in this video. That's where I'm going to end this video. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible. Be sure to check out my main channel, Super Sports Central, link in the description of the video. But that's all for the video. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you next video.